Morning, Keith. Morning, Jams. Morning, Ziggy. Morning, Tron. Morning, Legolas. Frizu. All right, guys. So I do have the risk disclosure up. So as we wait for kind of a little bit of a critical mass here before we start here. Yeah, today might be nutty. Correct. With FOMC, could make for a quite a volatile market. Yes, Ziggy. Yeah, there's no shame in sitting a market or sitting on the sidelines on a day. Okay. Um, this would be one of those days, or at least we need to figure out ways to minimize risk, right? So if it means that we trade micros today, that's not a bad call. Just to kind of mitigate some of the. Okay. All right, guys. So I do have the risk disclosure. Again, we all understand that trading futures is quite volatile, especially days like today have the potential of being quite volatile. Okay, and as a result, we should take appropriate steps here to manage our risk. Understand that that what we're risking in the market is risk capital. That we're not risking money that we cannot otherwise afford to lose, and that I'm not here in any sort of investment capacity, advice, or anything of that nature. I'm not here to offer, solicit, to buy, sell, recommend, endorse, sponsor any security company or fund. Okay, I'm really here purely on from a educational kind of a view. Okay, so with that kind of abbreviated version of our risk disclosure, and the fact that I've kind of displayed it here for the folks to kind of peruse it on their own, we can go ahead and navigate to the my news portal here and see what they have to say. Although we do know the biggest event here. Let's see what other events could be in the path as well, right? So let's go ahead and stop share here, and we'll go ahead and share my screen again. I'm going to go ahead and this time open up the news. Although again, guys, I do know that the main news is the FOMC. Okay, so but I will nonetheless look and see what other news events are in the horizon. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and clear this. We'll go ahead and we'll go down to US, and we will select the 3-star event there, and we'll go ahead and apply. Okay. Now we go to the top here. Again, guys, a lot of news. Okay, we just had the non-farm payroll, or the change in non-farm employment change was reported. Okay. Okay, so we have PMI, ISM, Jolt, and then even for crude oil today, we have the crude oil inventories coming in today at 10:30. All right, we have the FOMC statement at 2 p.m. And then we have a federal interest rate decision here also at 2 p.m. Okay. So yes, packed full of news. All right, from top to bottom. All right, have already had one of the news events take place. All right. So again, we have to, as a result, manage our risk accordingly. All right. There's no need to try to be a hero.
We bring together e-beam technologies
Okay.
and the
All
computational
right. So let's go
technologies.
ahead.
Our tools push the limits of science and technology.
At ASML, we are collaborating to
Okay,
move
guys,
the
so-
future of the semiconductor industry forward.
If you're listening, just go away. Okay. All right. So let's go back to the stream and let's stop sharing the news event. Let's share the charts. Okay, here we are, and we'll start with our normal suite of. Oh, there it is. That was something I was talking about yesterday. I think I had mentioned that I didn't really see a path for 60 for Forex to go much lower. I don't know when that was. Maybe it was the back here. I can't remember exactly when I was being asked about this market. It was I think it was right around this time. Yeah. In any case, I felt that at the time I felt that the market was kind of overextended to the downside, and that the market was kind of ripe for some bullish price action. And sure enough, at the start of London, we are in the midst of a pretty strong bullish move in the euro. All right. Okay. So, but we're not here to talk about the euro. We're here to talk about gold. Okay. So let's go ahead and open up the gold market. Here we are. Okay, similar kind of, I guess, move that we're seeing in the euro, from the euro as well. So let's open this up here, expand this as much as we can. Okay, we don't need two of those. One will suffice. We'll remove drawings. Okay, so here we are. We were kind of in this kind of zigzag pattern. Okay, to the downside. So again, more recently, the bears have been the strongest. Okay, we are seeing some development here in a developing bullish candle. All right, but in otherwise, I guess developing bearish, kind of channel here, right? Okay, so that's kind of what we're seeing here right now, right? So yeah, so in any case, this could, we were yesterday we were talking about retracements, right? Okay, I'm just going to kind of quickly look and see what kind of retracement we have here that might be of interest. And here we are right at the 50% level. Okay, one of the levels that we were talking about yesterday in the and what happened? Well, we're starting to develop a bullish candle. All right, now that's not to say we don't trade the daily chart, right? But it's good to know that we are at a reference point on the daily that could result in some sort of reversal in price or continuation in price. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do away with this here. Okay, move on to the 4-hour chart. Okay, 4-hour chart. Okay, here we are again, similar kind of price action. We were seeing more candles. Now we have 2 consecutive bullish candles after kind of a 3-bar reversal pattern. We have pretty much, I would say clear sailing. I think if we can get beyond this area here at what is that? Folks not able to see my screen. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know. It's about gold and okay. How about this? Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So, okay. So, so here we are for our chart. We're starting to see it. We've kind of in a reversed here. We had a 3 bar reversal pattern. We are at a level now, what was supportive could be resistant at, what is that, 2305-ish? No, a little higher than that. 2310. Okay. This was a point here that could, 2309, I see. Could be resistant. We don't know. Okay. If we do manage to get above it, then the next logical location here is somewhere in the middle at 2325, 23, yeah, 23, 25, 27, somewhere in that range. Well, again, what was prior resistance, and ultimately up here to this 2360 level. All right. Is in the cards. I don't see in this sequence of candles here much in the way of resistance. The only thing that I see here is areas where we have broken as a result of this bearish move that we had here. Okay, so but still, again, if I navigate this from left to right, we are in a bearish channel. So we're why there's enough room here to go from the bottom of the channel to the top of the channel. Okay, we're still in a very much a bearish channel, at least on the 4-hour chart. Okay, looking at the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Okay, gonna stretch this out here a little bit. More candles headed higher. Okay, starting to break some structure to the upside. We broke supply here, supply here, supply here, and in the midst of potentially breaking some supply as here as well. Okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up our volume profile. Okay, volume profile. We'll locate the 530 bar right there. 830 bar, okay, Eastern, and then drag that across here. All right, so we are very much inside value. Okay, we're going to open up initial balance. Here's our initial balance range. Okay, so still within kind of the tolerance levels, within the averages of what we expect. We're starting to kind of pull away from VWAP. Okay, pulling away from VWAP. Let's open up, let's say, where is it? ADR. Okay, so we have ADR to the top side there at, what is that? 20, what do you call it? 2318, 2318.3 maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this up here so we can start capturing some of this information. So we have ADR high. Okay, so ADR high here at, again, let's see, 23, let's call it 2318.5, 2318.5. Okay, and then we have ADR low, okay, at 22 something, 2278.1. Okay, 2278.1, 2278.1, and then settlement price, settlement. Okay, gonna open the indicator up here. Settlement is 2302.9, 2302.9, and then we'll shut down ADR levels and open up ASR, and the ASR level here is at let's see, ASR on the top side is what is that? 2309. Am I seeing that right? Right? 23. No, I'm not seeing that right. 2329.1. 2329.1 on the top side. And then on the bottom side, we have we have what, 2304, a little higher maybe. Yeah, 2304.5. 2304.5. Okay. So these are kind of levels that I'll be looking at. All right. Let's open this up here. So where's price? Well, price is right inside value. Okay. So this could, if you didn't participate in this move back in the overnight, a lot of longs in the market at the moment, inside value. All right. So let's see, the top end of value here, could value area high could provide, a potential reversal spot. Okay, here, right? That's value area high right here, value area high at what looks like 2313. Okay, that's value area high right there. Okay, so that area right there could be resistant. Okay, I say could be resistant and maybe provide us an opportunity to come back to settlement price, at which point I would be, potentially interested in participating. Okay, in this move. Okay, unless I provide some sort of retracement to VWAP. All right, that would be another area. So kind of given the view that I'm seeing on the daily with the developing bullish candle, I'm going to be looking for opportunities to the long side. Okay, the thing that I have to be patient for is to demand my price. And in this case, that my demanding of my price would have to be at some sort of pullback location. Okay, so it would have to be at VWAP or at settlement price or something along those lines, unless I'm open to the idea of potentially fading the market up here at value area high would be the next logical location I see as an opportunity. Otherwise, I'm looking to higher pricing to participate in that. Maybe even IB edge. Once the second candle here closes. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a peek here and see if there's anything in the way of questions. I do not see anything in the way of questions, so we're going to go ahead and move to crude oil. All right. Now, crude oil has inventories here in about an hour and a half. Okay. So hour and a half. Up until then, I guess, if we see something, then we can participate. But nonetheless, we want to be somewhat flat. I'm going to go ahead and erase this retracement that we did on crude oil. All right, we're going to go ahead and open up the daily, get a feel for what's going on in the daily. Okay, so we had a pretty strong move, I would say, or pretty strong moves in the past 3 days in the crude oil market, right? We were getting some rejection away from this demand zone. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 days of rejection before it, right now it's kind of given way, right? So that's kind of, leading me to believe that maybe we still have this psychological level of 80. Okay, that could provide some sort of reversal from. Okay, but if 80 does not hold, then we're looking at 76, 77 down in this area. Okay, so unlike gold, okay, gold was in a bearish channel developing a bullish candle. Well, here we are very much in a bearish channel but developing bearish candles. Okay, so the bearish sentiment in crude oil a lot stronger. Okay, looking at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn off initial balance here for a second because the market has yet to open. Okay, so here we are. Going to turn off ASR. Okay, so here we are. We are inside this bearish channel. So if I draw this now that I've something like this. Okay, so in this bearish channel, Now we're starting to see a little bit of development of a bullish candle. So again, if I'm a seller and this pattern is going to continue to maintain, then I'm going to be looking for opportunities that take me to the top of the channel, right? So any place along this line on the upper side is areas that I would be open and keen to participate. All right. So we have settlement price here at 80, what was that? 81.92. Okay. That would be an area, or anywhere along the upper line of this channel would be right for me to participate in a bearish trade, because you can see here the candles are to the bearish side much stronger, right? Much stronger, much more conviction to the downside. Now there is going to reach a point, right, where folks are going to feel like it's the oil is a bargain, at which point maybe we start to see some breaks of structure to the upside. But right now we're not seeing that, right? We're seeing kind of like a staircase here to the downside. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at the 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. Here we are again, still continuing this series of candles to the downside. Okay, we have settlement price above us. Going to kind of stretch this out. Can't see the entire market, but we'll see what market, as much of the market as we can, provide us a little bit of a context as to what's going on. So we'll go ahead and open up volume profile. So we're going to go ahead and locate the 6 o'clock bar. There it is. Drag that across to the 1330 bar. And that is right about there. Okay. So unlike gold, okay, we are below value. All right. Bears are very much in control of this market. Okay. We have a nice target of of settlement price above us here. All right. So this 81.93. So I'm going to start kind of capturing. I'm going to open up initial balance. I'm going to go ahead and open up ADR here. Okay. So we can start capturing some of this. Now I'm starting to like the kind of the development of candles that are happening here. Okay. A little bit. We have kind of a double bottom, looks like, double bottom pattern in crude oil. Right. We still need to clear this. What was this? We still need to clear 80.90, I guess, 80.92, 80.91 in order to say that we are indeed in a kind of a bullish, reversal. Okay. But we're starting to see some candles that would indicate that maybe we might see some prices to the upside. And we have a very nice target here from current levels up to a target here at settlement. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and start capturing some of these levels. ADR high. Let's call this one here 82.36. 82.36 high. ADR low is what is this? Okay, we got. Oh, that's the initial balance range that's being established. We got, let's say 80, looks like 80.61 is ADR low. Okay. So 80.61 ADR low. We got settlement here. Okay. Settlement at 81.93, 81.93. Let's go ahead and turn ADR off and give these guys the ASR. So ASR top side, actually, we got. Okay. Looks like we crushed it to the downside. I was kind of expecting another one to be drawn here. Okay. In any case, we got ASR here. What's that? Looks like what? 82.15. Okay. ASR 82.15. Okay. That's not on the top side. That's on the bottom. So 82.15. 82.15. Okay. And then the top side we have way up here at what is that? Looks like 83.72. It's way above. Yeah. So which kind of 72 kind of begs the question here, guys. To be honest with you, I'm kind of expecting a set of new lines here. I'm not sure something worth it. We're going to go ahead and call it that. Okay, for now here. But I am kind of questioning it at the moment. So, okay. All right. So I guess what I was seeing, I guess a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off here now that we've captured it. I'm going to go back to my tried and true levels here at ADR, and I'm liking this a lot better to look at. Okay. So, we have, again, developed a double bottom. Now we're seeing some price action heading lower. I was thinking that might serve as a good location for a reversal here. Okay. But we have yet to break any sort of structure to the upside. We're still below VWAP. Okay. All indicating lower prices. So, even though I like the location, I still need to see price action to indicate that these levels are going to be respected. If not, then we'll just need to go with the trend here and find locations to continue with a bearish trade here. Okay. All right. But given that we have inventory reports, we're probably best served in sitting on our hands until that report comes out. All right. So think that is all I want to say about crude oil. Crude oil is definitely much more bearish. Okay, and looks like we're into making some new lows here in crude oil, looking quite bearish. Okay, I'm going to take a peek here, see if there's nothing in the way of questions. All right, so we'll go ahead and move into the equities. All right. So equities is next. Okay. So equities showing some signs of strength here. So let's go ahead and start off with our daily chart. Daily chart, we have a developing bullish candle here. Can move this up higher. Developing bullish after a pretty strong down day yesterday. Okay. Okay. So again, we've broken a channel. Technically, you could even make a case that we've broken a channel as well, right? Right, for a potential continuation move. We are in an area of from my perspective, an area of potential demand. Okay. All right. The longer it cannot make a new low, the more keen I am in drawing this as a demand zone. All right, in the market for NASDAQ. Okay. Obviously all bets are off if we are able to crack below this level. But the fact that we were able to reject, come up, come down again, and still kind of create this candle that can indicate that maybe this could cause an area for price to reverse, right? Then that's kind of what I'm going to be drawing here. Okay, this is kind of a shaded area, a lighter area, right? So I need to see more evidence that this area is indeed going to be supportive. All right. So for our chart, developing a bullish candle against the level of that I've kind of already kind of captured as potentially a demandish. Okay. So again, this could provide us the kind of the impetus. This candle here could provide us the impetus for higher pricing. Okay. The fact that it's slightly above this demand level tells me that whoever this person is does not want to see price reach this area. Okay. Potentially he or she, or a group of he's and she's, are stepping into the market right now. That's kind of what I'm seeing right now. 30-minute chart. All right, 30-minute chart. We are quite close. We are above VWAP, which is again bullish. We're going to go ahead and turn off ASR here for a second. We're also going to turn off ADR for a second here. We're going to go ahead and draw in the volume profile. Okay, there we are. Okay, so still technically below value, still, you know, controlled by the bears, but we're starting to see price action above VWAP. It could be, you know, I would suspect that we are going to remain in some sort of range. Okay, I suspect we are going to, unless, you know, some information gets leaked out earlier, but I suspect that we will remain in some sort of range here until the news. Okay, I suspect. Now there could be some information that's made available to some folks, and they're going to position themselves right to that. Right. So at the end of the day, you know, we react to what we see. All right. But right. So something like this, that area right there is kind of what I'm thinking that we might remain in a range. The VWAP is kind of on the flat side. Okay, we've crossed it to the downside, crossed it to the upside. Well, that tells me that we're going to potentially be in range leading up to the leading up to the report here. Okay, ADR levels. Let's open those up. Okay, so we have ADR high, ADR low. So we have ADR high here. Let's start capturing some of these levels. We have ADR high here at let's say, what is that, 17,630, 75, 17,630.75. We have ADR low at, what is that, 17,294. Well, let's call it 295. 17,295, 17,295. Okay, we have settlement price at 17,571.25. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and close this off and turn this on. Average session range. Okay, and we're well below those levels, so we're going to go bottom side at let's say, what do we want to call that, 17,682 on the bottom, 17,682, and then on the top side we want to call that 17,978.50. 17,978.50. Okay, so those are my ranges. Okay, levels that I'm going to be watching and caring about. Okay, I'm going to put that up here on the top here somewhere so it's kind of visible. All right, I'm going to stretch this out some more. I'll bring this down now. Okay, stretch this out some more, see if there's anything else that I want to be calling out in the market here. And no, I don't think so. You know, I think that we have better than a fighter's chance, I would say, to get back up to settlement price. Okay, but then beyond that, until, you know, we'd have to see what the market will bring. Okay. All right. Let's see if there's anything else I want to call out here. I don't think so. Okay. All right. We are below value. If we do, yeah, so it seems like it's simple to get up to there given that we're closing above here, but we've been above and below VWAP to date here. Okay, so we're about 15 minutes away from the open of the market, so we'll just have to, you know, kind of sit on our hands until then. Okay, let's take a look at the ES. Okay, ES. Okay, kind of telling a similar kind of information here, but we'll go ahead and call it out here. Start with the daily. same kind of view here. Daily is telling us the same kinds of things. We were bearish. Okay. I would say we continue to be somewhat bearish in the market. We did make a channel to the upside, but that has since been broken. So, we do have the potential of, based on the daily, for some continuation to the downside. For our chart is, kind of also telling us the same kind of thing. Although, again, similar to what we were seeing in the NASDAQ, we are developing a bullish, kind of candle at the moment on the 4-hour chart against the level of prior support here. Again, kind of inclined here to draw this kind of area here to indicate that there's some demand there. Okay. Unless this is ultimately is broken. So this is going to stay there right around this 5,040 level in the S&P. Okay. So 30-minute chart, looking at 3-minute chart. Okay. Again, we have a series of candles to the upside. We have settlement in our sights. This one's kind of interesting because when I was having trouble just figuring out whether it's going to reach there, on the NASDAQ did not have the settlement price as one of the top ends of the boxes. Okay, so again, given the news we have in the market, I expect that we'll continue to stay in range, but that doesn't mean that it has to be. Okay, so we'll go ahead and close this. We'll open up fixed range volume profile here, and we'll go ahead back here on Tuesday, drag that across to today, not today, but the close of yesterday, somewhere in that range. Okay, there I be. All right, so this is looking a bit more, I would say I like the location of this over NASDAQ. Okay, we're flirting with value area low. We're above VWAP. We're about, I don't know, a few handles away from the top of the box here, up against settlement price. Now, again, given that where we're at in the market, given that we have news, again, we have to be cautious. But I'm liking the location here a bit more. I don't feel as that this is kind of a daunting area that it cannot break to the upside and go back to explore some of these levels above us. All right, so let's go ahead and figure out what those levels above us look like. All right, so we have a nice ADR exhaustion zone here at let's call it 50. What is that? 50, 85, 50 is looking like 50, 85, 50. ADR high, 50, 50, 85, 50. Okay. ADR low is, what is that? Let's call it 50, 14, 75. 50, 14, 75. And then let's say settlement is what is it? Settlement is 5067. 5067. 5067. All right, and then let's do the same for ASR. Let's close this off. ASR. So we have above us, okay. We have top side, looks like 50, 98, 50. 50, 98, 50. Okay, since this has been breached here, okay. And then way above here at, let's call it 50, 61, 50. 50, 51. What was that? 51, 61, 25. 25. Okay, someone like that. Okay. All right. Well, again, guys, again, coming into an area, looking a bit bullish. I like, again, if this were a different day, I might have been kind of keen here to participate in potential kind of value area acceptance play in ES, given the proximity of this candle here. All right, I'm going to close this off here. Just going to make it a little bit more visible. But right here, all right, you can see here that it's about to close inside this range. And if you believe Jim Dalton, well, he'll tell you that once we close in these kind of ranges, well, we have certainly a chance to get back on the other underside of ASR, and ultimately maybe we have a full rotation through value, right? That's what Jim Dalton would say. But I think even Jim Dalton will say, we need to be a little bit cautious when it comes to days like FOMC. So if we want to take kind of a stab at that, we can. The problem is the market participants may or may not be aligned. It may just, like I said, decide that they want to keep the markets at bay and kind of stall the markets here around this level for a move similar like that later in the afternoon. All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and close off here with YM. Okay. YM. Here we are, similar kind of look and feel here. I'm just going to take a quick look at the daily, not do much in the way of annotations here. But again, guys, really, having a hard time, saying that this is anywhere different than what we've seen already. All right, same kind of look and feel to all the other equities here, right? Daily is looking like daily from both ES and NASDAQ. All right, 4 hour. Okay, similar kind of feel, although maybe a tad stronger, I would say, on the bullish side. We have the candle probably more engulfing instead of piercing. All right, 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. We have a developing, bullish candle above VWAP, about to challenge settlement price. Okay. With a strong target up here at ASR. All right. So let's go ahead and open up fixed range volume profile. Let's locate the 630 bar, which is our 930 bar. Drag that across. All right. There we are. Okay. So we're still well below value. Okay. We have I'm going to turn this off here. We're going to add ADR instead. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to go ahead and call out some of these levels. We have ADR high. We got ADR high here at, what is that? 58,136. 58,136. Not 58, that's 38. 38,136. All right, 38,136. We have ADR low at what is this? 37,714. 37,714. Looks like the market is already starting to open on us. Going to go open up an initial balance here, or soon to open here. Okay, and then we have settlement. So a little push there. I thought maybe that was kind of indications that the market had opened. Settlement price at 37,993. And then we're going to do the same with the ASR levels. Here we have the bottom end of this at 38,240. 38,240. Okay. This might be a prior session, but and then top side is a lot higher at 38,600. Okay, 38,600. All right. Okay, guys. So again, YM having the look and a lot of the look and same feel as the other equities. Again, I would be a little guarded as to maybe the possibility of something like this taking place in the market. Maybe we stay in some sort of range. Okay. And if we don't, well, I want to see evidence that we have the market participants to drive price higher. All right. but that's kind of my initial inclination. We'll just have to wait to see what the market, does here at the open. We could get a push here up to some of these ADR exhaustion levels. We have some set of confluence here at value area low and ADR exhaustion here to this top side. So it makes for a nice, target, from these levels, right? I can manage my risk for an opportunity that will take me to the ADR exhaustion at 88,136. All right. That's kind of what I'm seeing in the YM. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a peek here, see if there's any questions. Okay. Don't see anything in the way of questions. So I would say that we want to wish everyone, again, be careful today. Today is one of these days that that it don't happen all that often, right? And sitting on the sidelines is not a bad thing, okay? And if we do want to participate, we need to manage our risk as best we can. So if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, I would encourage you to do that. Encourage me to wake up in the morning to do this analysis for you guys. So don't be afraid to hit the like or subscribe button as you exit. Otherwise, I'd like to wish you a safe and profitable trading day today. And ultimately, what I wish for all of you is to trade like a market trader. Okay. All right, guys. That's all for now. We'll catch some of you at the group coaching, others on the channels here that I'm going to be participating in the various rooms I'll be participating. So I'll look for you guys there. Otherwise, group coaching later this afternoon, and we'll be back at this, reviewing the markets, reviewing the results of the what FOMC does to the markets here tomorrow morning. All right. Have a safe and profitable day of trading, and talk to you guys soon.